Hey guys, welcome back. Now, ignore the background stuff because I'm in an area where I cannot exactly move around too much, so just bear with me on this one. But welcome back to my Suicide Squad review, and these are potential spoilers. If you haven't seen the film, just, click the video real quick, click away from it, I don't really care. I'll give you a couple seconds to do that. Okay, now that we're all said and done with that. Um, Basically, out of out of 5 stars, I give Suicide Squad a 3.5. Now, my reason is for that is most of my excitement went to the roster of Suicide Squad. Partially because I know for a fact we were supposed to get the Sinister Six in November of this year, and I feel like when the plans for that fell through, I realized that I really didn't think we were going to get a super villain team up. And when they announced Suicide Squad, I was like really really excited. So basically, my problems with the Suicide Squad was the introduction of Joker. Now, for the fact that Joker was introduced in the middle of the film, it kind of made me mad because I feel like Heath Ledger, when he played Joker, was in the movie from like the first 15, the first like the 15 minutes into the film, and then was in the film the rest of the time. And I feel like the fact that Joker was put in the middle of it, and the fact that earlier this week, Jared Leto said there was a whole bunch of cut scenes and cut work from the Suicide Squad that could have a Joker movie made out of it. I feel like, okay, this was seriously a joke. But anyway, aside from, I would say, all 10 members of the Suicide Squad, I will. This is the spoiler, and this will probably be one of the few spoilers I'll say. Out of all the Suicide Squad members, the three of them that were killed in this case, which that being Diablo, Slipknot, and Enchantress, I felt like there really was no necessary need to kill off these characters, because I feel like when Enchantress was killed, it was more of a they didn't make up their mind when they wanted an antagonist for the film, because a lot of us thought that Joker was the antagonist for the Suicide Squad, and then when they revealed Enchantress to be not only the antagonist of the film altogether, but combined with Amanda Waller being an antagonist, and then the Joker being a small antagonist, it just was like this was a film that was just practically thrown together. So when Diablo fully realized that he was not he was not anything that he thought he was, but he's something that has come to grips with who he was, I felt like that's something he should have been able to survive and continue on. Who knows? They might have let him off the hook, but the fact that they killed him off is another reason why that certain DC aspects need to watch what they do when it comes to certain movies. And for the fact that this is a 10 supervillain roster, like, and the fact that this team featured that many characters and then still managed to just continue on from that point, it just really made me mad. And for the fact that Slipknot got killed for the fact that Captain Boomerang tried to convince him that Amanda Waller was laughing. I mean, was basically laughing at them, saying that the bombs on their necks were fake. And the fact that he would literally actually listen to that and then just turn around and get blown to pieces, it's like, I would literally think, like, dude, seriously? Like, did you really just let him convince you into thinking that someone who's hiring a hardened criminal is literally going to lie to you about having a bomb put under your skin? And I mean, that just really just it didn't do it for me. And for the fact that the Suicide Squad live action is just like Assault on Arkham Asylum, the animated movie, which just literally ended up with nearly half the squad dying and a few members of the squad surviving, just like Deadshot. Deadshot survived, and meaning that there was a lot of stuff that they could have did, but they just didn't. And what made me kind of laugh at the fact that they included Batman in the middle of the film, and then at the end in the post credits, it just made me realize that, okay, what if Batman's a series antagonist instead of a protagonist for the entire DC cinematic universe? So basically, this is my thing. The resulting effect of the movie is this: Deadshot, Killer Croc, Rick Flag, Captain Boomerang, and Katana all went back to prison and have gotten 10 years, with the exception of Captain Boomerang, who is currently undergoing some unknown circumstances that have not been revealed. And Katana, I mean not Katana, Slipknot, El Diablo, and Enchantress were killed during the film. That's literally half the squad that's either incarcerated or killed in action. And as a result of this, Harley Quinn, who Joker, who was thought to have been killed during the helicopter crash, survived, of course, which is what Joker's known for. Not only survived the explosion, but managed to go and retrieve Harley. So in this case, Harley is actually maintaining her position with Joker and has retreated with him. So I'm surprised that Harley has actually survived this, meaning that aside from all that, the entire Suicide Squad, there's only, I would say there's only 5 members of the entire squad that are actually surviving. And it's actually pretty funny because even with there being a Suicide Squad sequel coming out, this is practically the roster right here, in all honesty. You know, unless they decide they're going to add another 5 characters that they're going to probably kill off 3 out of the 5 of them, and then it's going to be brought back. So, you know, with that being said, I think the Suicide Squad was worth the time, but in all, I think the film was really just thrown together. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Follow me in the links below, and I'll be sure to add you guys if you make a comment.